Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Chat. I'm Sharon Brumfield, your host. As always, we talk about three different areas on Let's Chat. We talk about our beliefs, we talk about our behaviors, and we talk about the way we see barriers. Well, on this episode, we're going to be talking about fashion and how it deals with our self esteem, how we look at fashion, how we look at ourselves, how we build ourselves up through fashion. And I have a special guest with me. Her name is Shaquanta McCant. And so I'm going to give her an opportunity to tell us a little bit about herself.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Sharon, again for this opportunity. My name is Shaquanta McCant. A lot of people call me Missy. I've been modeling for about 13 years. I also work in the community advocates, SDC. I used to be a teacher. So just a little bit about me. I do a lot of different things. So, yes.
Well, I'm glad that you decided to come on. I met you during a fashion show that we were both in,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was, you know, when I met you, it was like you were just like a ball of fire. You were pulling that fashion show together when there were things going on. You just took the reins, you took leadership instantly and made sure that everything ran the way it needed to run. And so you caught my eye during that time. And I thought, I want to have her on the show and talk to her just a bit about how she deals with the fashion industry, being a model here in Milwaukee and in other cities. I believe that you do fashion
Absolutely.
shows and you model for different designers. And so when it comes to fashion and self-esteem, how do you deal with your fashion? Do you have a specific style that you prefer, or are you more of a if I like it, I wear it type of person?
I am so you like it, you wear it. So just a little bit about how I started. So when I was younger, I was a small little skinny little girl, right? And I was a size 2 all my life, and they always called me olive oil and skeleton. And as women, we are our own worst critics, And so when I was skinny, I didn't like it. I didn't like me, but I still try to model at about 18, 19 years old,
Okay.
and that was the fashion moments of what people were looking for, was those small petite young ladies. But I just wasn't happy within myself then. When I got older, my confidence got more. I ended up having kids and I gained a little weight. But when I was small, oh, you're too small. Ooh, when you're big, oh, you're too big. And I'm like, well, wow, everybody doesn't like these sizes, but I gotta like and love who I am.
Yes.
So then what happened for me was one of my friends was like, we should go to this thing. It's called Big, Beautiful, and Blessed. And girl, you be dressing, so I know you'll be perfect for it. And I'm like, no, no, I don't know. So we go, and I got in. Well, I didn't get in the first time, though. So my friend got in. I ain't get in. I was like, oh, maybe I didn't walk right, or maybe I didn't do this. And, I was down on myself.
Right.
I was like, wow, okay, well, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to keep trying until I get in, because my spirit and my energy is just loud. I'm a loud person, so my energy and how I am is loud. And I know this is something that I can bring to the table to let all women know you can love yourself no matter what size you are. So if I tried once and I missed it, let me try it again and see if I run it. So sure enough, I tried it again. Boom, I got in. And it was called Big, Beautiful, and Blessed. And that changed my world tremendously. So it was called BBB, and they was doing is empowering women, empowering, the love of God, the love of fashion, and the love of the plus size women, because we don't get enough of that, right? So once I figured out what this was, I really was like, I got to jump in, because we again are our own worst critics. So if I liked myself and everybody wants you to be skinny and you get weight and go through life and you gain weight or whatever. So I'm like, well, this is perfect, because now I can love me and I can spread it to other young ladies who have problems with their body image. You don't have to be a size 2 to be beautiful, honey. If I can do it, you can do it. And
Yes.
so it just ran from there. And so I did that show for about a good 5 to 6 years while I was running. Each year I did it. I did a calendar, and we did our testimony about, what made you want to do this and what did you go through to get to this point. And it was very uplifting. So if I don't think I started with that empowering woman feeling, I don't think I would have went this far as I am now. And
Right.
it started from that little bit of that place where I was at. And it made me uplift so many other women that probably didn't think they were beautiful enough to do this. So then I started bringing other women on board. My best friend, my cousins, everybody, come on, y'all all plus size and y'all dress better than me. So we need to get you out here and show
Right.
your fashion, right? So
Mm-hmm.
then it became everything. So from that one show, a designer named Sasha Walton, House of Solana, was like, I need y'all to be my lavish jewels and do some shoots for us. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, girl, ain't nobody know how to do this, whatever. So I got into it, and she ended up being like the first designer that really looked at me and liked what she seen. And so it was about a good 6 of us, and we then started doing photo shoots and in her designer clothes. And from there, then we started doing casting calls. And I get in this show. And then another designer want me for this show. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even know this much about myself. And now look at me now. Like,
Wow.
now I'm going places with it. So that's how it kind of started. And now it's just went all over. So
Wow, that is amazing. I want
yeah.
to hear more about you desiring to be a part of this fashion world and the obstacles with the plus size. And so
Oh,
we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be back after this.
yes.
We are back, commercial break. I want to hear more about your transition from being small to being what's considered plus size. I know you mentioned that as you were talking about your process to getting into modeling. Talk a little bit about that.
Oh, so like when I was smaller, I was small until about 20. I was a size 2, 4, and I just wasn't confident enough. And once I had my son, I was really not confident about myself. I gained a whole bunch of weight, and it just was weighing down on me, and I couldn't get it off. And it was like, wow, if this is going to be my size, I need to figure out how to love myself more. I
Right.
went to a really bad breakup with his father. His problem was basically because, oh, you gained so much weight, you ain't how I used to you
Right.
being. So
Mhm.
like he's used to me being in size 2. And then once I had your child, I gained weight. And it was like he didn't like what he's seen no more. So
Mhm.
it was a battle with that. Like, am I losing my relationship because of how much weight I gained? And I'm like,
Right.
this is crazy. Like, you should
Mhm.
still love me. Why are you not loving me for who
Yeah.
I am? Because I'm still who I am deep
Right.
inside. I just put on a little more weight having your child. So it was very difficult with that. Because when he came to me, he's like, well, baby, I think you need to lose a little weight. And I'm like, well, I've been trying everything, ain't nothing going nowhere. So what you want me
Right.
to do? You gonna still love me for this, or what is it gonna be? So that broke me down a whole bunch. And I was just really battling with that, because I'm like, wow, like, is everybody looking at me like this? So then, you have family members. Oh my gosh, I had an auntie that used to tell me, girl, you got so big. Like, why is
Right.
you this big? What you been doing? You need to slow down on the eating. And I could still be eating the same way I was when I was skinny. But
Mhm.
when I was skinny, it wasn't getting to me that way. I
Right.
eat the
Mhm.
same way, and I wasn't gaining pounds. And now I'm gaining pounds, and everybody has something to say. So it was very difficult to hear when people grow up seeing you one size, and then you get older and they see you a different size, and it's just not for them to see you for who you are.
Right.
Get my size. Why you just don't love me for who I am?
Right.
It was very difficult going through a lot of those trials and tribulations of understanding what other people was looking at.
Right.
When I say I gained so much weight, it was unhealthy. So I became a diabetic. It was just a lot of things that came on with me being bigger. So then I had another child and I got a little bit more bigger, and even though I was going to work out and eat right or things of the sort, I was still gaining weight. So I had to look in the mirror one time because it was becoming a little depressing, like, dang, I keep on losing and I can't, keep on gaining and not losing. So
Right.
I was a little depressed for a moment. Mainly after your baby, you go through that postpartum and then you go through another part of depression with just not losing the weight, breastfeeding, thinking that was going to make me lose weight.
Right.
Nothing was working. So I had to really sit back and talk to myself and understand, do I like this or do I like what I used to be? Can I grow from this and become better with who I am at this point? Who do I like? Because when I was skinny, I was eating just to gain weight.
Right.
I wanted to get bigger. I wanted some meat on my bones.
Yes.
Now I can't ask God to take it all away now because I asked for it and now I got it. So am I going to love who I am now since I have all this weight? I had to literally look in the mirror and realize, can't nobody else tell me what I need to love within myself. I have to really look deep and love who I am, because ain't nobody else going to love me if I can't love myself the way I am,
Right.
And so with that, I just, started to become more confident in who I was as a person, not my weight, not this, that, and the other, my spirit. And as you say, I was a ball of energy and I'm like this all the time. I can't cut it off. So it's like, well, now I'm a ball of energy with weight on me. So you get what you get when you get me now. So this is what I am. And everybody who has something to say, we broke up because of certain situations of that. And, I had to tell people like, hey, it is what it is. I'm this way. You love it or leave it, because I ain't going nowhere. And this is what it is. The weight ain't going nowhere either. So, hey, this is what it is. So I had to literally tell family members and things of the sort, like, respect me for who I am now. Because that skinny girl ain't coming back. She gone. She way back. She ain't coming back and I don't want her no more. So now I'm more confident with the woman I became now. Them babies showed me my love inside of my body. I gained this weight because I was a mother, and now I had to appreciate what I got because I done begged God for it for so long. I can't tell him to take away this stomach or this and that. I got to just enjoy what I have and still become healthy with it. That was my biggest issue. So even though I got sick from it and things of the sort, I had to realize if I don't make myself healthy, even though I'm big, I can still be healthy and big, beautiful, and blessed. And so I just had to make that change and understanding mentally who has to love me first. I can't get it from a man. I can't get it from a family member. I can't get it from nobody else if I'm not confident within my own body,
Yes.
That was a lot.
That whole story, that's okay. That whole story just shows the transformation that took place, loving yourself, not liking the way you began being small, then getting the weight, and then still having that issue of loving yourself, but working through that process and saying, you know what? I'm just going to love myself. It doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't matter how they look at me or even how they treat me or if they leave me. I'm loving me for me. And so I can see you transferring that over to your daughter. And so after this commercial break, I want you to tell me a little bit about how you are working with her in the idea of fashion and modeling. And so we'll be right back after this break.
Hello, my name is Ariel Jackson, and I've been counseling with clear thinking for several months now, and Sharon has really helped me transform my life. She's really given me an outlet to be able to express myself, but not only that, she's helped me to be able to think things through a lot more. Normally what I would do was say, I don't know, but she really pushed me to say, okay, why do you feel that way? Why are you feeling these feelings? And it has really helped me tremendously in my life. So I just want to say I thank you for it.
And so I have Shaquanta McCant here with me, and she has told us her story and her transformation, how she transformed her beliefs and her behaviors, and even how she overcame various barriers in her life. And so now she's going to speak into tell us a little bit about her daughter, and we'll be meeting her in just a little bit as well. So give us some information about how you introduced Jamya into modeling.
Okay, so for her life, I was skinny going big, right? But then we have different color issues in the world, right? And
Mhm,
so my daughter was the tallest girl in her classroom, but she was the chocolatest and melanin popping, but she didn't understand her love of her skin at the time.
mhm,
And so she started out about 6 or 7 years old when the bullying started coming on. And she was like, Mom, I want to be like you. I want to be confident. I said, it's already in you, baby.
mhm,
But we can get you there and you can show everybody and let them know you model now, you know.
mhm.
And so she started off in a little fashion show with me and we walked together. And
Okay.
then she did a pageant, honey. And I
Mhm,
put her in some African garment and I made her come out as she's the queen to be. And that's just what they gave her. They gave her a standing ovation. And that blew my baby head to the highest of the highest. Do you hear me? She was like, Mama, I won first place. Oh my gosh. And
mhm,
so when she can go back to that school and say, you can call me what you want to, but I'm a model now. Okay. And that
mhm.
gave her the confidence to understand just because these kids might not love you, the
Right.
world loves you, and your melanin is going to pop even harder. So from 6 to 13, she's been modeling. And now she's going places. She's going to Atlanta. She's going everywhere now just because she's now confident in who she is. And I think I gave some of my confidence to her. She can walk better than me, honey. Okay.
I
So,
know, I've seen her.
oh my
I've
gosh.
seen her
Yeah,
walk, and it's just amazed. I was just
mm,
amazed. I didn't know that she was 13, you know?
absolutely.
I didn't know she was 13. She carried herself in such a mature manner. She's
Absolutely.
not out there trying to overexert, but
Mhm.
she just walks with that confidence in who she
Absolutely.
is, and she's tall, her skin is
Oh,
beautiful, she's beautiful, and it just radiates the room when she comes in. And after this commercial break, we're going to have a little chat with Jamya. And so, guys, make sure that you come back and join us so that you can meet this
yes.
amazing young lady.
Oh, yeah.
And so I have Shaquanta McCant here with me, and she has told us her story and her transformation, how she transformed her beliefs and her behaviors, and even how she overcame various barriers in her life. And so now she's going to speak into tell us a little bit about her daughter, and we'll be meeting her in just a little bit as well. So give us some information about how you introduced Jamya into modeling.
Okay, so for her life, I was skinny going big, right? But then we have different color issues in the world, right? And
Mhm,
so my daughter was the tallest girl in her classroom, but she was the chocolatest and melanin popping, but she didn't understand her love of her skin at the time.
mhm,
And so she started out about 6 or 7 years old when the bullying started coming on. And she was like, Mom, I want to be like you. I want to be confident. I said, it's already in you, baby.
mhm,
But we can get you there and you can show everybody and let them know you model now, you know. And so she started off in a little fashion show with me, and we walked together. And
Okay.
then she did a pageant, honey. And I
Mhm.
put her in some African garment, and I made her come out as she's the queen to be. And that's just what they gave her. They gave her a standing ovation, and that blew my baby head to the highest of the highest. Do you hear me? He was like, Mama, I won first place. Oh my gosh. And
Mhm.
so when she can go back to that school and say, you can call me what you want to, but I'm a model now. Okay. And that
Mhm.
gave her the confidence to understand just because these kids might not love you, the
Right.
world loves you, you know, and your melanin is going to pop even harder. So from 6 to 13, she's been modeling. And now she's going places. She's going to Atlanta. She's going everywhere now just because she's now confident in who she is. And I think I gave some of my confidence to her.
Mhm.
She can walk better than me, honey. Okay.
I know,
So,
I've seen her.
oh my
I've
gosh.
seen her
Yeah,
walk, and it's just amazed. I was just
mm,
amazed. I didn't know that she was 13, you know?
absolutely.
I didn't know she was 13. She carried herself in such a mature manner. She's
Absolutely.
not out there trying to overexert, but
Mm,
she just walks with that confidence in who she
absolutely.
is, and she's tall, her skin is
Oh,
beautiful, she's beautiful, and it just radiates the room when she comes in. And after this commercial break, we're going to have a little chat with Jemiah. And so, guys, make sure that you come back and join us so that you can meet this
yes.
amazing young lady.
Oh, yeah.
What would you like people to know about you?
I play track, volleyball. I model, of course.
Mhm,
Modeling is one of my favorite things to do with my mom.
mhm.
Um, I'm an older sister to my younger brother.
Okay.
Um, I have 3 dogs.
Tell them mom to the right.
Modeling makes me feel comfortable, like especially with my mom. Like she's my momager too. So when I'm with my mom and I'm modeling with my mom and we're having the time of our lives while modeling, it's like a dream come true to spend all this time with my mom
Mhm.
and to show the world that I can be something more instead of something like people thought of me in the past.
Okay, very good. I love that. So, do you have some upcoming shows? You have some upcoming opportunities that you'll be modeling in?
Too.
Two. Okay, tell us what's happening.
I'm actually going to Atlanta in December
Okay.
to model for someone, and then I'm going to LA in the first week of January with my talent agent to
Do your
learn,
first
do
commercial.
my first commercial and learn more stuff.
Okay, good job. Put on different designers' clothes. How does that make you feel? Do you just automatically take on the character of the outfit? How do you decide what you're going to do out on the runway?
I take on the character of myself. So
Okay.
once I put the clothes on, I know that I'm gonna be beautiful either way. No matter what clothes it is, it don't matter if it's not okay, or it's just me or anything. I go out on that walkway and I just walk what I got. Walk what
Okay.
my mama taught me basically.
Okay. So how do you do that? What made you decide to take on the confidence that you have?
Like my mom said, when I was younger, I it was really hard for me. I was depressed. I bullying, passing, and a lot had went on for me. But the courage of going out there and just letting it flow, knowing that everything will be okay, having my confidence build me up, and my mom is my number one big supporter
Mhm.
that I can say. I'm her supporter too. I'm like a fan of mine.
Okay.
And I just want to say, like, your confidence can always bring you up, and it doesn't matter what happens or what you go through. You just have to understand that you can be something better. You can be like, I look myself in the mirror every day, and I can see the beauty in me. Not what the other people say about me, what people think about me. I can show them I'm different, and I can be better than what y'all wanted me to be.
Well, I absolutely love how you put all of that together. And so when we think about, young girls, teenagers, and being confident in themselves, we don't always see that. We sometimes see them follow the crowd and do what other people are doing. But I see you being this trailblazer, going out here and being an example for other teenagers, other young girls who may be dealing with bullying and may have other people in their lives that don't appreciate their value and who they are. But you have pushed that aside and you have decided that this is who I am and this is what I'm going to be. And so I want to say congratulations on your upcoming modeling experiences, and you're going to LA and doing this commercial. Know that you're able to do all things. Know that there's no barrier, there's nothing that can stop you from being all that God has created you to be. And so, thank you, Jamya, for joining me on the show today. Also, I want to thank your mom, Shaquanta, for coming
Mhm.
on the show today, allowing other people to see what was happening in the world, allowing other people to see that there are others out here overcoming barriers. There are people out here that's changing their behaviors, and there are people out here that's striving to be the best that they can be. And so, thanks again. This show has just been heartwarming to me because I have a special place in my heart for girls who are developing and being all that God has created them to be. And so continue your great work, continue doing your modeling, continue reaching for the highest heights, and never ever allow people to stop you. Don't allow the words of other people to hinder what God has put on the inside of you. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you all for joining me for Let's Chat, where we look at our behaviors, we look at barriers, and we look at our beliefs. We'll be joining you next week for another amazing show. Be blessed.
Hi, my name is Millicent, and I want to talk to you just for a second about the Clear Thinking series. Oh my goodness. That series had changed my life. It was 4 weeks. Minister Brumfield helped coach me through it with the workbook that she created. It really helped me to understand what I needed and what I was holding on to in my mind. All that stuff that was holding me back from doing those things that I wanted to do. It is incredible. I'm telling you, it's incredible. I always recommend it. Every time somebody talks to me about situations in their life, I've always said, look, the Clear Thinking series is just for you. So I'm saying the same thing for you. Minister Brumfield, the coach that can coach you through it with the workbook and help you expose really those thoughts that you don't even need to be thinking about anymore, that need to be cleared out so you can have these new positive thoughts in your mind. Check out that class. I'm telling you, you'll be glad you did.